Hey, hello, and welcome back. Alright, yeah, we're not ready for this right now. 'Kay, this goes back. Alright. Now, how many days did I have left? Uh, 2 days before she's back. So let's go back. 'Cause she's got the sword that I want. So I'm gonna wait for her to get back. Alright, so
Hail, traveler.
we're gonna sleep. Okay, that's the zealous endurance. Okay. Now where are we on that? We didn't do very much, but yeah. Okay, so now I think it's Adar
Hey.
I have to redo because I messed him up, I think. Yeah, I need to change that from soldier to knight, I think, because wasn't someone... Hold on, maybe I don't have to. Well, he's a noble. He's got the scepter, okay. Ruffian. Ruffian. See, he's proficient with it, but I made him the dual wield. So maybe I could give it to him as a secondary.
Hey,
Let's see if we can't kind of cheese the time a little bit until she gets back. I'll travel some.
you must gather your party before venturing forth.
These guys. So it's probably quicker to go this way, huh? I didn't even look at how many days it was, or how many hours.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Okay, she's back. Nice. Someone else wants an escort now. Okay, let's,
May Wal watch your step.
where'd this go? Did she pick it up on her travels? I don't remember ever giving her that. Or did I? There's Justice. Okay, he still has the... Okay. I think that'll...
Cores.
There we go. I think this is a little bit better of a weapon, but... Yeah, because 25% of damage restored by endurance. But if we enchant this one with something... We'll do that. Make it slightly better anyway. And then we'll give him the Morning Star. 5% accuracy against spirits. +2 constitution, -3 will. Ooh. You know what? We're gonna take, is it this one? Or +1 enemies engaged. Put that one on. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah?
Does he have the blunderbuss on or a pistol? He's got the blunderbuss. Let's oh, here it is. There. Alright, so where'd it go? Okay. Alright, since I swapped him out, he didn't get any resting bonus, but we'll go. How much money do I got left now? 6,000 out of the 20 some I had. Ah, sorry. Alright, we're good. He's still level 10? I thought he was level 11 already. Here we go. Let's go back to the inn one more time. Spend another 200 copper. What's up here? What's going on up here?
Right.
Which is not always there, is it? Or just because this is here?
Good day to you.
See, I wonder if this guy just got glitched on the screen or has it always been there? Because I never noticed it there before. If it's always been there, this little scroll. See, are we gonna get stuck here again? Yep.
How may I help?
That's too funny. Right, here we go. Yeah, also, that's okay. Let's go fight that bear. Or the bears. Okay, they're in here. Let's change this up a bit.
Found something.
What? Okay, what's right? Save there.
Hey.
What?
Aye?
Wait, no, I want to need the...
Need something?
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
Okay. Alright.
Hey. Yes? Aye?
Okay, these are me just stuck. You're just stuck. You're just stuck. Don't know if the bears are though.
Need something?
Um, that's the single target. I'm trying to find an area effect one. Do that. Okay, here we go. So we'll be able to get there in time, but so do that for now. Fireball in there. I can't put it on one of them. Okay. See, those aren't considered enemies, though. That's what sucks about it. Having that spell. Just shoot him, I guess. Don't really want them running over there, though. Might be okay. I can't even attack him. Just still doing that. Cancel it. Here we go. Just stay back here, I guess.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Huh?
I need to get him back over here. I shouldn't have put them over there.
Aye?
I'll deal with these guys for now. to shoot him though to get some focus back. See, I don't know, he didn't do that spell either. Until he's done doing that.
Huh?
Hey. How may I help?
She got some back from that shot. That's 71. What was this one? 49. Okay.
That's no hurt.
Okay. So we can't buy us some time. She already cast that spell too, didn't she?
Hey.
I'll let him keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Let's let him keep Okay. We got some time out here. Oh, no, we're going after him.
Yeah?
I want this one.
What?
Oh, shoot, you gotta do that again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait, no. I don't want to do that.
Aye?
Need something?
Ooh, no. Needs to. Nice. Hey, look at that. Finally did it. That wasn't too bad either. Exceptional battle axe. Okay, there we go. Okay, well,
Fine.
I intervened and so am I the champion now? Let's go talk to the lion. Wish you were up here. I'm not going through the vines though. Any news of the bear? I've dealt with Oronus. Now, if I said this wasn't, I could fight this one too. If I did that, then I wonder what would happen if you did that. You chose well. Soul's cubs will grow up to be quick and fierce, and so will the fangs if we follow their example. Thank you for resolving this, Estremor. Thank you. Now let's go see how happy this one guy is. If he's not, is or not. They're back over here. This who did was he the one that was back there? I thought they were up here. Let's see if Laura has anything to say. What purpose brings you here? Nothing. What supplies do you have? Crits can inflict prone. It's a hatchet and a stiletto. Oh wait, what do we? Does she have any armor? Oh wait, do you have any armor? She's got a shield. Passive effect. I don't know what it just does. -3 accuracy and a 2-meter radius. Okay. Was this situation resolved? Yeah, okay, dash win. So where the heck's he at? Oh, there he is.
Still looking around? Watch your step. Tempers run hot around here, and not just among the animals.
I've dealt with the situation between the bear and the lioness, and Soul remains champion. Many of the things are glad to see her stay. Perhaps it's Gallowin's way of telling us to remember our roots and prize our cunning as hunters. Thank you for your help. May Gallowin guide your path. Take this with you, with our thanks. You might visit Tir Everon to pray to the Lord of the Hunt. He sometimes grants special favors for those who prove themselves. So can I go pray to more than one god? Okay, I get another spell. Woodskin. Creates a thick layer of bark over allies, giving them damage reduction, pierce, slash, and burn. Okay, that's not too bad. How big is the radius? It's gonna be somewhat close to him. Caster's melee weapon becomes an ideal instrument for hunting, adding continuous raw damage to its attacks. Insect swarm, causing pierce damage over time and reducing the concentration of anyone in the area effect. Okay. Hold beasts. So I can... So this is an area of effect. Okay. Oh! Okay, this is spell mastery. Okay. It's like, okay, for some reason I was like, I have that one. But I thought it was the other one I had was hold beast, but then it's not. Alright, so which one am I going to be using the most of? That wouldn't be too bad, but it's only for beasts. Woodskin was pretty... I think I'll do the woodskin. Because that helped... I can... How long is it? Does it have a... For 18 seconds. Not bad. I can still, you know, pop it before engage... Or, like, right when engagement starts or something. Too bad it wasn't instant. Alright, we'll get this one.
Yeah?
Okay, so there.
Need something?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's just back way around to where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's go see what's up here. Are they oh. What's this way? Oh, it comes back out here. To these guys. Yeah, we already talked to them because... What's this one? In the court of Bowing Ashes stands a towering Adra statue intertwined with living trees, dating back to the Ingwithians. It is believed to represent an Orlan ruler of the Lost Empire. Though the natural progress of time has done some damage to it, the Glanfathians remember one act of the vandalism against it from the early colonial days. During the chaos of the Broken Stone War, Adir explorers ventured deep into Ir-Glanfith, made their way to the court of Bowing Ashes, and scaled the statue to break loose a single eye, large as an Anamua's head, and made of pure Adra bran. Most of the members of the band were captured and killed by the Glanfathians, but the eye was never recovered. In recent years, rumors have spread through the Eastern Reach that a new owner of the eye has been attempting to steal it through covert markets. The Ampatha of at least 3 tribes would reward anyone who recovered it. Okay. Oh, doesn't really matter. Let's send the barbarian. So that one's done now. So the only ones we have really for, besides the DLCs, are the Grieving Mother and Heravius, and then the Siege and the Master Below. You guys want to try out the Siege again? See how if we can't get bested again by them people. I mean, we're almost level 12, I think. Well, he just went hit. Yeah, we're almost to 12. Because I don't know if, let me see here, because his is taking us back to the Burial Isle as long, and so are these ones. I'm not wondering if, can I go pray to more than just one god? Let's go back to that temple and see. Because he said I can, the god of the hunt, or whatever it was, so, and we already prayed to the other one. But will that make them upset if you have more than one god? Oh, we have to go here. Go right on in. Alright, well. You stand once again before the shrine of Gallowayne, and the Hound's Head constellation, which... Okay, so I can pray to Gallowayne. We already prayed to Halia, though, didn't we? That's what we prayed to the first time. Bareth. Ermengrad. a shrine. And the whale. I'm pretty sure it was Gallowing. So wasn't he talking about Gallowing before? Yeah, may Gallowing guide your path. Yeah, he's talking about Gallowing, so I'm pretty sure that's Gallowing. So that's I'm gonna save it right here, just in case something bad happens, because we already prayed to Boudica, or not to Boudica, but to Halia. You kneel before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. All things can be reforged. There is life in death, and death in life. Survival begins with the strength of within. See, last time I tried to pick one that went with Halia, and I think it went with this one. But what would be something about hunting, probably. I sing of the ocean's sorrow, so that I may forget my own. All life ends in stillness. Tomorrow my master chokes on his own whip. Survival? We'll do survival begins with strength from within. The air around you stirs, and a gust of warm wind blows across the back of your neck. You catch the faintest smell of wet earth. As you kneel in front of the shrine, you feel yourself pushed forward. You catch yourself on your hands and knees, feeling warm, damp ground beneath them. Looking around, you find yourself crouched in a clearing in the middle of the woods. The smell of dirt hangs heavy in the air. You feel certain this is a vision, but the hairs on the nape of your neck still rise. Something leaps from the bushes. You find yourself pinned on your back and staring into the amber eyes of a massive hound. The beast looks at you. Gleaming fangs protrude from the sides of its mouth. Its nose twitches and it inhales your scent. Starting at your shoulder and proceeding down the length of your arm, you follow its nose to your hand, which is covered in blood. A tongue is red and meaty as steak rolls out its mouth and swipes your bloody hand. Its lips curl into what looks like a smile. The beast looks back at you. As it fixes you with its glowing eyes, its muzzle retreats into a long, bearded face, and its pointed ears lengthen, dropping to the sides of its head. What was a massive hound becomes a giant of a man, his broad, muscled shoulders draped with furs. He holds a flint knife to your neck and grins, revealing a row of long, pointed teeth.
Tread carefully. Let my face be a warning sign to always treat Gallowayne and his messengers with caution and reverence.
Ooh. Did I just piss him off?
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down?
Oh no. The lioness had found an advantage and held it. Her cunning made her the more deserving champion. Soul's cubs will be mightier still one day. The legacy must be protected, even from a worthy contender. If Orionus could not seize his victory, he did not deserve it. I'm thinking number 3. But this kind of shows her more cunning. Decisions. Or 2. Let's Soul's cubs will be mightier still one day. The legacy must be protected, even from a worthy contender. I don't know. That makes me sound like a. Either way, I don't think any one of these is going to be good. If Ornos couldn't not seize his victory, he did not deserve it. Apparently they haven't been fighting for a while, so if he just couldn't go down there and take it, then, you know, that's what he should have done, was just went down there and took it. But he didn't. So yeah. He didn't deserve it.
Worthiness is proven in conflict. Might grappling with might. Flesh tears, bones break, and the ones that mend are stronger still. Blood mixes, and the worthier substance rises to the top. And you have proven worthy.
Thank you? He lets out a howl that rings through the air. He lowers his head, puffs steam rising from his panting mouth. Twigs crunch and branches snap. The ground shivers under the weight of passing, prowling footsteps. A dozen beasts, bears, wolves, and long-fanged cats, stalk out of the undergrowth, their matching amber eyes fast on you. Such ferocity. Beasts that glory in bloodshed and destruction. What would an alliance with one such as him mean? As the beasts encircle you, their master rises to his feet. Even the largest of the bears can only reach his brown and muscle-knotted shoulders. You stand, mindful of the ring of predators surrounding you.
You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
I hunt Theos.
To track a quarry, you must understand its movements. And Theos follows the path of a more powerful master.
A warm breeze carries the smell of smoke and gunpowder. Sparks ignite and float in the draft, catching in the leaves over Galawain's head. A sudden blast of heat scalds your face, and even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman in full plate standing next to Galawain. Her mirror-polished armor flickers with images of reflected flames. You can't see her face, but her voice is strong and clear like the ringing of steel.
Let him know his foe.
Oh, it's Magarin.
Theos has trapped thousands of souls in sun and shadow like rabbits in a snare. Now, he goes there to retrieve the kill for his master Woodiga. She will feast on them, suck their marrow, grow strong on their essence.
Why would Theos help Utica?
Because he is her hound. He has always done her bidding.
Woodica stands for an old order. So does Theos.
A golem made of blackened pitted iron steps out of Magarin's shadow. Its movements are slow yet precise, each footfall accompanied by the groaning and grinding of metal. The steady orange glow of furnace coals emanates from its eye sockets.
They both fear change, and the Deerwood has changed much recently. People find answers not in the gods, but in animancy, the product of their own labors.
And why not? When they have learned that even a god can be killed.
She says that like it wasn't her followers that unleashed the Godhammer. What should I do about it?
Track Theos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
You must stop him before he empowers Woodica.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make. You know what it means to toil quietly while your blisters turn to calluses. You take pride in great labors even when they profit you little. It is fitting that this matter should rest in your capable hands.
I have a really bad feeling that this decision is a trap. I mean, how often do the gods really leave the decisions up to mortals like us?
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
Why would I feed the lost soul's essence to the rest of the Deerwood?
To breed strength. Power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
Okay. I don't really want to say this. Now I've got to find Theos.
And when you descend the pit to Sun in Shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. As I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the burial isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Beware the promises of a God Watcher. They are binding, but only in one direction. The beasts grow restless, pawing the ground and eyeing you with renewed interest. The bear sniffs at the ground next to your leg. One Stelgar skulks in the center, its amber eyes glowing. Gallowin hurls his knife between your feet, sinking it to its handle. He raises his empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the Deerwood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Betray us, and my beasts shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
My friend, this is a most auspicious moment. The Lord of the Hunt has spoken to you without omission or riddles. Heed what he said about his beast seeking you out should you stray from the task, for it is not an empty promise.
What did I pledge to Halia? Just to be able to track him down and get him, right? And stop him? Do what I could to stop him, I believe. Okay, I pledge now that I shall convert the captured souls into essence to strengthen the Deerwood.
The bargain is struck, Watcher. Keep your part.
Galloway lunges for you and sinks his hatchet into your chest. You cry out, but the pain passes quickly. Energy and power seep into you through the wound, and when Galloway withdraws, the flesh knits again to contain something warm and pulsing with power. I got Galloway's boon. The vision vanishes in an instant, returning to you, returning you to Tier Evron, where burning candles replace the glowing eyes of Galloway's beasts. Okay. Galloway's boon. Okay, it's a passive trait that gives me 1 might and 1 athletics. Nice. Alright. I'll take it. And this was Halia we already prayed to. And then we had Bareth and something else. Bareth, or Barath, and Vermigrand. I think this was the one up north. They talked about ice and stuff, and I went up there, obviously, because I have the monk and the... But, Who's Bareth? This in the skull constellation, which marks his dedication to Bareth. So we helped the dragon, and then we killed the bear. Did we do anything for Bareth yet? Let's save it again and pray to Bareth. I can't remember what he was. All things can be reforged? I don't know if it really matters or not. Your words seem to fade once voiced, as if they were cast into a vast emptiness. The hall grows deathly still and silent, and then the ground starts to tremble beneath your feet. Oh, I don't think that was the right one. Because it didn't. Well, see, no, that did that one when we prayed to Halia, too. But it didn't do it when we prayed to him. So maybe I got the right one for him, but didn't get the right one for these two? I don't know. Where is everybody? Who are these guys? Okay. Attack him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
How may I help?
Oh, he's already engaged with that dude. Hit that. Really quick.
Hey.
Knock him back. I can get him from there.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
They're all gonna come and get him anyway. We need to help him out somehow. Corrosive damage. That's our highest one we can do here. An ally superficially takes on the form of a spirit. The movement is increased and incoming crits, hits, and grazes are converted to less severe results. Okay, that might help him out. Where does she can't? Oh, she can't see him because of that. Do that.
Yeah?
This one hits enemies in the area of effect. With shock damage, but so this is damage reduction 24. Their defenses. So they were, you know, somewhat resistant to shock damage then, because because they're spirits. Or that one was anyway. Well, these ones aren't. These are just snow and. We're gonna just do it. We're gonna do it. See what it does anyway. She's not engaged, so she can still shoot a pistol.
What? Need something?
Wait. How does that work? Oh, it's a, okay, it just does it. Okay.
How may I help?
I thought I had dimensional shift, or not. I don't have that one, do I? No, I don't. Dang it, I thought I had it on. Petrifying enemies within the area of effect.
Aztec.
Didn't really do much to him, did it? Where's Aloth at? Right there.
Hey,
Do one of these.
Yeah?
Still figuring out his spells here. This is Charm Beast. We know what that is. Dancing Bolts. We'll just start working our way on each one just to see what they do. Summons a flurry of thin bolts of lightning, hitting enemies in the area of effect with shock damage. I think we did this one already, didn't we? Just what?
Aztec word and frost! How may I help?
I need that one. I need to change up my spells. Because there's spells I want that I don't have in here.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
What is this? Let's see what it does. Where is she? Right here.
Yeah? What?
huh?
Did she do it? She's gonna take a hit, but I'm gonna see what. Oh! Nikes. Now what? Oh, okay.
Need something?
He's gonna change too then. Wait, did his Holy Spirit just take that out? His holy
What?
radiance just take everybody out?
Need something?
Alright, alright. He has a wrenched shoulder. Okay. I had to prove myself worthy, apparently. I think I did choose the wrong choice. And I must have chose the right one for the hunter, then. You kneel and pray to Bareth. Even while your eyes are closed, you see a road that seems to stretch on forever. The stars wheel overhead in a clockwork rotation of constellations. disappearing over the horizon to your left only to rise on your right. You try to make out the details on either side of the road, but your eyes can't seem to focus. One moment you think you see a meadow blanketed with mist, and another sheer canyon walls. For just an instant you even see waves lapping at the edges of the road. Where you step into the shifting landscape, you feel certain you would only end up back on the road. You know this is a vision, but the packed dirt feels firm beneath your feet, and the night air cool on your face. You are walking, your feet seem to carry you forward of your own accord. Something looms ahead of you. As you get closer, you see two stone figures that look strangely familiar. Benin Annaku Benin. Two of the oldest presentations of Bareth. Okay. You remember the door to Cleban Rilag and the two figures carved into the mountain next to it. One looks vaguely male and the other vaguely female. Only a thin layer of flesh covers their skeletal bones, which twist to face the doorway between them. The doorway, however, is not what you saw in the ruins. It's a skull, gaping and jawless, and as you look on, its open mouth seems to glow. The arms of the two stone sculptures are swept toward the mouth, inviting you in. Enter the skull's mouth. The road continues through the mall to another shifting landscape surrounded by stars. As you pass through it, you see an identical doorway in the distance. A dwarven man stands near it unmoving. You turn and look behind you, only to see the skull gate you just passed facing you. An elven woman waits on the road, looking like the dwarf. She stands still. Approach the dwarven man. You continue down the road toward him. He looks up as you approach, but you can't tell if he's looking at you or through you. His face is smooth but flaccid, as if the flesh has detached from the muscle underneath. As you look on, his face begins to change. Wrinkles crack at the corners of his eyes. His mouth sinks, carving deep lines from his nose to the corners of his lips. His jowls sag and the loose flesh hangs like dough. He raises his cupped hands. They are covered in blood. He lifts them to his face and smears himself. From his newly creased forehead to the wattles of his neck, he has a message of dark, sticky fluid into his skin. The fresh wrinkles disappear. The hanging folds recede, and his flesh tightens as if re-adhering to its skull. He lifts his head, and this time you know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask, artificially smooth and still. Behind it, his black eyes are two hungry pits, yawning like the empty mouths of skulls. Come, make your sacrifice to the Ethignal. His body blocks the path. He extends a bloody hand towards you. Take his hand. You grab his hand and his skin gives too easily under your grip. As you try to pull away, you hear a noise like dried canvas tearing. His skin splits, following a long seam that begins at his arm and stretches the length of his body. Blood gushes forth in such quantities that you can't imagine there was ever anything else in him. Sure enough, as the dwarf empties the blood, he collapses like a desiccated husk. The blood in the path gleams with 1,000 souls worth of essence. The essence evaporates, trailing shiny filaments into the night sky. Only now that he is dead can you continue onward. The blood pools around your feet, and you look up and see the elven woman waiting further down the road. Approach the elven woman. You start toward her. There's something unnatural about the way she stands. She's too still. When you get closer, you see that her legs taper into a slender trunk, and in place of her feet are gnarled, twisting roots. She lifts her face to an invisible sun. Her long golden hair is the color of autumn leaves, and as you look more closely, you realize that her head is actually covered with tendrils and vines, sprouting brilliant yellow leaves. Each glimmers with the essence of an entire soul. She gives you a beatific smile as you look on. The leaves slowly fall from her head and settle at her roots. They melt into the path behind her, and almost immediately new leaves sprout in the place of the old. She reaches toward you, still smiling as roots spring from her fingertips. Her outstretched arms bar the path. Come, graft your soul to the golden grove. Take her hand. Her roots twine around your fingers, and as they do, they grow rigid and cold. Her outstretched arm petrifies, and as a rough stone bark overtakes her flesh, she can only look on in horror. You break away from her grip, her brutal grasp. Her feet are rooted in place, but she twists and writhes as if trying to flee her own dying limb. The petrification reaches her shoulder and spreads down her body, freezing it in a painful arc. It creeps up her neck, and she throws her face awkward like a drowning swimmer. The grayness covers her face, freezing her gasp in stone. Now that she is still and lifeless, you can continue past her. Only the golden leaves of her head remain untouched, and as you watch, they fall one by one to the path below. They shrivel as the shimmering essence fades from them. A voice echoes along the road, barely more than a whisper on the breeze. Return them to the wheel. You lift your gaze, and you see the skull gate ahead of you on the path. The candles of the Ter Everon wink through the open mouth. Oh, what? Servant of Death. Bareth tires of mortal evading the natural cycle of death and rebirth. He showed me two individuals in particular, a dwarven man and an elven woman, who have extended their lives for centuries. Bareth, the god of death and rebirth, showed me a vision of an elven woman and a dwarven man stooped on a road. My touch slew them, and only then was I able to continue along the path. I think this is the god's way of telling me that these two individuals have cheated death for too long. Ending their lives would no doubt please Bareth. The druids of the Golden Grove told me that High Ovata Aeron often ventures to Elmoshore in search of remedies to prolong her life. I suspect that Aeron is the elven woman from the vision. The dwarf in the vision had an ageless face, and he seemed to renew himself with the blood of others. He said something about Ethic Knoll. When I learn who or what this is, he will no doubtly be nearby. The elven woman was strangely tree-like in the vision. She mentioned a place called the Golden Grove. High Ofta Arona. We met her, didn't we? Or at least we met a bunch of High Ovata. And then we're not going to do this one until after the White March. Because I heard this name before and I thought I heard it only up there. I believe. Well, it was Reginald. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Okay. Well, now we're on Servant of Death. So we have to find these two people. I have questions.
What do you wish to know? Until we meet again, old...
Ever tried 3-Point Nettle?
I used to smoke that a few years back. Loved the flavor, but got tired of smelling like it.
How about Deer Cap?
Long as I don't need to be anywhere for a couple days.
Ever spent an evening with a comely lass while on Deer Cap?
Thought that was the point.
Alright, guys. Alright. Alright, where were the high octave at? Were they part of Defiance Bay, or were they... I remember seeing them.
As a kid, I figured I was too stupid and impatient to learn magic. How about you, Aloth? When you were a kid, did you dream that you'd live a life of arcane practice?
It was never my decision. But I've come to appreciate that it was made.
Let's try in here. I know these are just hunters in here. Okay. Okay, now what did, so we have... Okay, and these are all for the late March. Up to Dream of Memory. We read the tablets for him and everything, but what else did he want to know? He wants to explore the Barrel Isle for one of these pilgrimage sites that he learned about from reading the tablets. Okay, so he wants to go there to learn about the pilgrimage site that he read from the tablets. So I know I can get over there now, but how do I get over there? Through Old Song. So just kind of want to complete his quest, but not do the main quest, if that's going to be even possible. Because I still have the grieving mother still won't even talk to me yet. So, and yeah.
The chill of Rimagon's oblivion. The mindless beast. Easily brought to heel by the fire.
There we go. Oh, so is this the other one then? So it isn't part of the march. Let's go in here then. Vigil. Welcome to Noonfrost. Most of the temple is currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Rimengrand. The shrine is to your right. You're welcome to make your offerings to Rimengrand there, but the rest of the temple is off limits. It seems the cold has spread through Noonfrost. Rimengrand is the god of winter. It's been many years since his temple was attended, so there's nothing strange about a little chill around the place. If it bothers you, then perhaps you should go. If that's all. Tell me about Rimengrand. He's the god of cold, entropy, and collapse. Many see him as a harsh god, but few recognize that he also gives life in his own way. All things wind to a merciful end in his shadow. only to feed creation elsewhere. But he is a silent God, and his ways are mysterious. To follow him is to accept inevitability without explanation. In this matter, and in Legacy, it seems the gods are often silent when we most crave guidance. Why is most of the temple closed? As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. They're rather complex, and we don't permit outsiders to witness them. Others of my clan get rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave. And what do you do here? My clan journeyed from the White with Winds to pay homage to Rimmergran here at Noonfrost. We'd learned that this place had been abandoned several years ago, and we felt it was our duty to tend to one of our god's oldest temples. It's been a long journey, but Rimmergran demands endurance. No doubt he will reward us for ours. Goodbye. Excuse me, pardon me. The pages of this tome glisten under a thick layer of frost. You said the temple was this way, right? Is that right?
Shh.
Is that stealing? Yes. Elf Princess. Elf Vanquisher. Hold, Wanderer. Venturing beyond all doors is forbidden. Do not trespass against our will. Okay. Can I go in this door? What was that? Each line and wrinkle of this warrior's weather-beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice.
I've got it. Finished.
Ooh.
I bring your end.
I didn't take it.
Let's go.
I didn't take it. It's still in the box.
Let's go. Yeah.
Should I just take the key now?
I'll get it open.
Oh, it's not even for this door.
Finished.
Oh, I don't think I should join this.
This ends here.
Oh no. I really pissed everybody off, didn't I?
Let's go. I bring your end. Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Join arms.
I think this is when we came in. Apparently they weren't too happy with me. Well, I guess I wouldn't be too happy either. Come and just start stealing their stuff.
Sure.
Seems the coldest spread of Moonfrost. Okay. Walk this way. no farther. Turn back and do not cross any doors. The halls beyond us belong to Raymond Grodd and his faithful. Okay. I'm not gonna touch the box this time. Yeah, we know. Okay. Her eyes are closed and her lips form a silent prayer. The water of this well is frozen solid, trapping small fish from the lake underneath the temple. Refracted light dapples the icy mirror behind the statue. What's this way? We don't have any reason to even be in here yet, do we? Okay, let's go ahead and leave. So don't mess anything up, but we're let's see if we can help DeviLettuce out here. Then hopefully maybe that'll... Well, let's, can't camp here, can we? There's no inn here either. That's right.
What brings you here?
What is this burial isle? It's a sacred place, for it sits upon the great works of the builders. There, by our ancestors, all of our animathets are led to rest. You should go there, my friend. It's not a place where the living to walk. Is it dangerous? Those I bring to the island return the same way, or else not at all. It is home only to the dead. Spirits, shades of the builders remain, and watch over our animathatha. They are bound to the island and protect it fiercely. Take me across. I will. Take care that you do not lose your footing. These waters are a fickle temper. Have a fickle temper. Okay, here we go. Have you finished your business here? No, I'm not. I just got here.
This does look like Theos' kind of place.
Oh no.
Do you remember when we were children, and the missionaries came to tell us about the gods? They told us we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
The fort had outlived its use. It was a false sense of security. It was that. For me, as much as you, seeing it burn, it made me think. This is your home as much as it is mine. Do you worry about it? Our being here puts Siritium at risk. I wish I could say I thought otherwise, but hearing someone else say it helps settle some things in my mind.
I miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you.
Yeah,
I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege. If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies on a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
Have you thought about Osionis?
Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
Or does flanked work with spells? Or is that only like weapon attacks? Let's get more. We'll mess with it here. See how bad this is. Okay. So, you want to see the burial site? The pilgrimage sites. Alright. Feral Druid.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Oh. Oh.
Let's go! Off with it! Rock!
Where does he have? Ah, he does. Damn it. He's gonna take a hit. Why is he still stealth?
Hmm?
Hey.
Hmm?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
We need this one. We need 50 focus. So we're gonna have her take another shot. Maybe she can get more damage.
Need something?
Aye?
Should use some melee with that. We'll switch it back over, I guess. Oh shoot, we took that off when we did that.
Yeah?
She's at 55 now. Okay. So we can get her up close. For that, I'm trying to free up him real quick.
Hey,
Where's Terry? Oh, Terry's right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're still engaged.
Yeah.
How may I help?
Yeah?
Blizzard, okay. Slowing and inflicting freeze damage upon any in the area effect.
Lavaru, be on seek!
hey.
Yes?
Do that again.
Yeah?
See what it does. How much damage?
Lavaru, be on seek!
Okay. Buy some.
Something? Consider it dead.
Mark. Oh, we all got paralyzed.
Hey,
Oh, the
Huh?
paladin had the one. And so did he. Oh, she's down.
What? Mow it. Off that with it, raw.
She's just gonna take a shot. You know, she'll do that.
Need something?
Draws on the healing power of nature, creating a rapid regeneration effect on party members. shit. That's wicked. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
Wait, who's doing that with me?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Good stuff.
Yeah?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
hey,
What?
Stealing money from the dead. Perfect. Somebody's up there. But I think this is one of those things that just went inside me, that I absorbed. Is that telling me the way to go? Probably, maybe. Okay, so we're not going to go that way though. So there are people back there. What's this? Jeez. What in the heck?
Let's go!
What?
Let's go!
back. Let's go back over here. Oh, I just ran up on them. Good thing they're not hostile. Scathden. What's up, buddy? Standing proud and still, the Amua before you is smiling broadly, showing several crooked and missing teeth, sporting the physique of a man in his prime. His worn and weathered face appears too old for the rest of him. He's dressed in an assortment of stitched hides and furs assembled from the motley of animals. Dangling from his belt are a series of grisly scalps, braided links of human, Ediran, dwarven, and Orlan hair woven around finger bones. He sizes you up with a grin, but his gaze quickly locks with Hiravius, and he tilts his head as he examines the Orlan head to toe. Ooh, maybe this is it. What do they call you, little one? You smell familiar, but your name is unknown to me.
I am Hiravius, child of the Fisher Crane, adept of the Hawk and Ivy, wanderer of Eretha. Too formal?
The man ahead of you clears his throat. A feline rumble comes from his chest, and for a moment his hair stands perfectly on one end. Hiravius, fitting. He holds out his right hand and flexes his fingers. Long black talons sprout from under filth-encrusted fingernails. He rolls his head back and inhales deeply, sighing with a smile at some perceived scent. Need to bring friends with you. Remain silent, but watch them both. You allow your eyes to relax until your mind is attuned to the invisible realm of souls. The Amua projects his dizzying display of red, gold, and orange. Autumn halos surround his massive form. Where his feet touch the ground, you see a network of roots and vines that trail from his feet and sink deep into the earth. Turning to Hiravius, you see glowing roots emerge from his feet, appearing as mirror images to the tendrils radiating from Scathden. These roots and soul soul energy meet between the two men, and then snake deep into the earth in one twisted root. You sense that these men have distinct souls, but only one shared past. The two men are a splayed fork in otherwise unbroken line. The two of you share the same past, though you carry distant souls. A shared past, an elegant analogy. Who I was in the last life was diminished in my cycle of rebirth, squandered so that this runt could have life. Runt? Hiravius' brow furrows, and he clenches his fist so tightly you hear a cacophony of crackling finger joints. And it's not your soul, is it? Well, it's not exactly. His anger falters as he stumbles over his thoughts. Were you visited by the Autumn Stelgar? Visited? Tested? Forged? That would be the way to view it. I previously thought it was a mark of distinction, but apparently even a half-height, half-man can manage the task. Takes away some of the glory, does it? Does it not? Oh, he's pissed because the little guy who did it. And half-man? That's some really tough talk coming from a man about to choke on his own blood. What do you want with Hiravius? Same as he wants from me, no doubt. Completion. Gallowayne gifted us both with the stripes of a true predator. It is our purpose to erase the weak, ensure only the strong proliferate. You must honor our God, my God, by doing as the hound demands. Let us determine who bears the right to be Gallowayne's harbinger. We can best him to say the word. Are you going to just let him talk to you like that? Is this what you want? I asked to be a hunter, a regular hunter that gets invited to chase down dinner and eat his neck. I didn't ask for this. Wall has led you to this moment for you to understand, not to want. You asked Gallowayne for strength, and you're angry and got more than you wanted. Will has led you to this moment for you to understand, not to whine. Yes, yes. How astute of you. Will has shown me what I need to see. His hand darts about his tunic and retrieves his rusted iron hound amulet from the recesses of his pockets. I was mad at Gallowin. I should have been mad at myself. I was gifted with power, great power, and I simply squandered my energy resenting the cost of that guilt. Losing contact with my tribe was the price I had to pay for demanding power. He runs his thumbs across the embossed metal icon of Gallowin, his nails scraping aside a decade of rust and muck. My watcher friend, I need to settle this matter. And with that, he leaps towards Gathden. Does he now? He's still back here. I don't see him anywhere near him. Alright.
Yeah.
Well.
Hey.
Just gonna move him up to there.
Need something?
Don't we have charmed beasts? Or was that some, oh, it was a different spell maybe.
Aye?
Jeez, blinded, charmed, confused, dazed, dominated, frightened, hobbled, he's just got everything. Yeah. Maybe the Stelgar note. We're gonna do that instead. And then
What?
you do your normal. Okay.
Hey. Yeah?
Aye?
Hey. Need something?
What?
Hey.
Yeah.
What?
How may I help?
He's got the other beetle.
Need something?
What?
Just want to put him out there.
Beyond. Seek! Moe. Ixi. Anna!
If we've to go down, take them all with us!
Let's go!
Oh, about
Pain,
taxed my
yet I
mind.
bleed.
Pants and wheezes, his one good eye locked on Scanthan's corpse. Blood and sweat drip down his fur, and he rocks back and forth on the balls of his feet, as though expecting the body to stand back up. Examine his corpse. As your eyes relax on your vision adjusts to the hum of the invisible, you see a swirling pile of red, orange, and yellow leaves. The cyclone of foliage flies apart, and the leaves drift off into parts unknown. As Scathan's essence fades from view, you see a handful of autumn leaves circle about Hiraveus as his soul glows a bolder shade of orange. How do you feel?
Excellent! I endured Gallowayne's trial, and vanquished my equal. The only thing I regret now are the years I wasted viewing this whole thing as a curse. The ostracism was, no doubt, just another way of Gallowayne forcing me to be stronger.
Are we done here?
Almost. We thank thee, Gallowayne, for guiding our hunt. For today we grow strong off the flesh of the weaker. I think we're done here. Before the vultures get to him, figured I should take a reminder.
He walks over to Scanlan's corpse and places his hand in the dead man's mouth and tugs with all his might. Tendons and cartilage rip and tear with wet, grisling eruptions of blood until at last the mandible is torn free. He took his tongue. Great. Perfect. He's gonna make a necklace out of it now? Ooh. Woohoo. Oh, looks like, well, it's a pole axe. And then what are these? Exceptional hide armor. And ring of deflection. Does everybody have rings? Yes. What it is too. Minor ring. Oh, that's a minor ring. This is a regular ring. Okay, let's do that. Well, I have 2 rings of deflection. Nice. Okay. Oh, wait, I wanted to... Not pole axe. It's the same thing as a knight, okay. Nope. I don't think anyone can have a pole axe. Or efficient with it anyway. Unless I changed one of theirs and retrained one, but for now. When I first saw it, it looked like a battle axe. I was going to give it to Durance, but he's good with the sword. What's this one? Cat's claw. Okay. We're gonna have to redo his spellbook too, because I want some different spells for him. But first, we're gonna sleep.
Of course.
After we get these mushrooms up here.
Laying low.
Nope, nope. Okay. Let's rest. Sure. Resting. Oh, here it is. Is this the last of the mother one too? The morning is cold and silent. You are upon the plateau of the birthing bell, and there is no sound, no wind. The sky is smooth, mortared gray, the forest beneath the plateau nothing more than a jagged black silhouette. Even the rock, the adder around you, it feels colder, the sun's warmth bleeding from it. Against the cold backdrop above the sky, you see the great birthing bell, hanging from its arc of adra. Its surface is tarnished, and the shadows inside the bell are dark still. It seems to press down upon you, or simply sadly watching, as if standing above a grave formed from the table of the plateau at the remains of the mother's womb that now covers its surface. And there is something heavy in your hands. It breathes, gurgling, slick and wet. Yet that is all it is. You find yourself filled with fear. You don't want to look at what you're holding. You don't want to touch it with your mind, and it is all you can not do not to cast it from you. Examine what lies in your hands. The mass before you is vacant, flesh in the shape of a newborn. Bubbles of saliva bunch at the mouth, expelled by its steady, gurgling breath. Its arms, legs, head lolling limp. No thought, no struggle, no desire to cry, to protest our pain. There is nothing from within. There is an absence in your hands. So now we've given birth to a hollowborn, or have delivered a hollowborn. Your hands tremble, shake, and the silence is broken as the chimes on your wrist echo with the trembling. And the chimes do not echo in the thoughts of the mass in your hands. There is no soul within it to hear it. Reach out with your thoughts. The only emotions blanking the plateau are the pain of the mother. The child breathes, its heart beats, but it makes no cry. The child feels light, empty. There is no joy in it, no fear, no thoughts at all. Yet the hollows inside it breathes, a thing of habit, no, not life. You cannot move, your trembling has subsided, and the birthing chimes on your wrist are still as the child. The mother is crying, eager to see, begging to see the child. You feel a sudden spike of fear, of being hunted. If you give the child to the mother, you will be blamed, and her anguish and rage shall fall upon you. She will not spare you or anyone you love, of this you are certain. But you did not cause this, you did not think you caused it, and her mother begs, her arms outstretched. Hand her the child. The chimes sound once more as you give the child to its mother, and as the chime fades, there is the eager gleam, the willing joy, the questioning, and you draw upon it deeply, letting the hope stream into her eyes, letting her ears fill with cries that you have heard countless times past from the other children of the bell. You hear the laughter in the mother's voice, the streams of tears that run down her face, and with a practiced motion you weave a life that will never be into her eyes and thoughts. She will care for the child as if it were her whole until you set it free. She will care for it until you find a way to heal what has happened, until the reality cannot be dispelled anymore. And still, cradled beneath the weeping woman that birthed it, the child in her arm does not hear the cries of the mother, does not react. It is an empty thing that breathes and carries nothing with it. And the chimes on your wrist lie still. They are bound to you like chains, never to sound inside a newborn's mind ever again. So she made the mother think the baby was, fine. That's what I got out of that, I think. It might be.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
I have a lot of questions. Let your mind speak for you. I shall listen past the words. I saw a hollowborn at the birthing bell. The The grieving mother's head bows, and she raises her hands, cradling them slowly, so the chimes do not sound as she moves them. You feel a chill in the air, as if the vault of your mind is growing, too large for the thoughts within, and your breath is laced with a chill. To your horror, you hear her breathing, raged, hacking, but strangely steady, and you can see saliva bunching out the corners of her lips, becoming thick ropes of drool that cast themselves down her chin. There is a smell of blood in the air, new, wet, and salt, sharp tang in your mind. Coupled with this is the smell of sodden undergarments cloying at your senses. Take her shoulder, try and steady her. Stepping forward, your hand falls on her shoulder, and then you feel her begin to fall, rigid as falling stone, and you place your other hand on her shoulder and steady her. Throughout, there is the horrid, steady breathing. Her clothes are wet. It is as if she is burning with fever beneath her tangled hair and beneath her threadbare robes, as if she was giving birth. With a slow hissing intake of breath, you hear your head rolls back on her shoulders, her eyes pressed tightly together like the lids of a newborn. Yet past the lids you can feel the piercing stare, vacant, cold, and horribly you sense nothing from her, not a thought, like the hollow bone you held in her memory. You know if you try to pull away now, she will vanish into herself, and vanish from your thoughts, perhaps forever, and you have a terrible feeling that whatever connects the two of you will be cut. She is as helpless before you as a child, and you search your thoughts for a way to coax her to you. Okay, grab the chimes on her wrist. Wake up, listen to me. Listen to my voice. Your soul is strong. You were meant for more than this. I'm grabbing the chimes on her wrist. We're grabbing the chimes. Her skin is cold, so cold you can't imagine she is even has a pulse. You know for certain she cannot feel your touch. As you touch them, the chimes make the same hollow, dull sound as in a strange nightmare. They remind you of emptiness and regret. You know you are about to lose her and the memory of her if you don't act. Wake up, listen to me, listen to my voice. She makes no motion, no sign that she's heard you. Then she slowly vanishes from your vision, as if sinking into the air like sinking into a black lake, and there is a greatness still. You can see her silhouette then. What, is she gone? You feel a sudden chill escaping you, an absence in your gut, then a growing warmth, a faint moment where you believe you have forgotten something but can't recall it. You touch your abdominal for a moment. What? On the ground before you is an odd collection of items, as if someone simply left them there curious. What? She's gone? I was just starting to like her, too. Did we get all of her stuff back? No, because she had the amulet of the spell binding thing. What in the hell? And she had, what in the hell? She had my saber?
Mm-hmm.
Not cool. Is she coming back? Can I choose a different option, or is she just gone for good? Hold on. Where is it? See, it loads it way back there. Well, she's gone. And she took all my items with her. They said there's supposed to be a pile of clothes, or a pile of stuff like she's just gone, but there's nothing here. On the ground before you is an odd collection of items, as if someone had simply left them there. Curious. What odd collection of items? I'm just pissed that she took all my shit. And the saber that I had, I bought from that dude. There's nothing else here, is there? I don't see nothing. Oh. Alright, I guess we lost all that stuff. Unless it's back in the chest at the keep. Oh, they put it there. Man. I was just starting to really like her, too. Do I have to make another cipher now? Does that put... yeah. Because these are all up in the north. Is he not ready to level up? I was just saying, okay. Let's level up Terry then. I got 4 points, so I can only do that. Recovery. It's a passive trait for I steadily regain endurance over time. Okay. These are the keep faith. Just the same thing. That. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we have to go, we won't come back here until we're ready to complete the quest. Oh, yeah, we just get the boat. Huh. We'll just take the boat and leave him out. We'll leave him there. He's fine. He'll be fine. Oh, he must have jumped in before we got out. Okay, go down here. Yeah, and she had the witch's hat, and she had, oh man, she had all that stuff. Oh, that kind of irks me. Well, it still irks me. I kind of almost want to, hold on. Where was that save at? Right here? Okay, we got an autosave right here. So we'll, that's my quick save. We'll, save the game here. And then we'll load this one. I mean, if I know it's gonna happen, I'll just take everything off of her before we camp. Right? Cool. What's up, Delawinski?
Sure.
Oh, crap, guys.
Hey.
Shoot, no, I gotta do this over again. I'll just do. Do a regular attack on them. You can do that thing.
Yeah? Need something?
Shoot, how about we just all have you shoot him for a second? Okay. That. Wait, what now? Bounces physical energy harmlessly off the target and onto the closest nearby enemy. Okay. So I aim for him and then it'll bounce off to that one.
Yeah?
Hey.
Yeah.
How may I help?
Shoot him and get some focus back.
What?
Hey.
You want 50 for these? There's another 10.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Yeah.
I? I shall deal with this one.
Can you not move when you can't cast spells when you like that?
How may I help?
Yeah, okay, I'm not confused on I don't know if I like that spell. I don't think I read it right. Unable to cast spells or switch grimoires for the duration. If I can't cast spells, why would I want to even switch out my grimoires?
Yes?
Let's I guess we'll just have him keep attacking him. Till the spell wears off.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Huh?
That's not very helpful. I can't move!
Ooh. That's not good.
Someone pick me up!
Okay. You still can't cast spells. Damn it. See, I should have read that different. I can do this though. He's out.
Yeah?
Of it. He's out.
Hey.
Of it.
Feels real.
Still can't do anything.
Very helpful.
Arthur would
Fire it, whore of the goddess!
than rot!
Okay.
Sure.
Then all we have to do is fight that other guy. I do believe. The last blade of the white fawn. Did we get this last time? I don't think we picked this up last time. He was over here, wasn't he? Yeah, we don't want to go over here yet.
Right.
And there should have been an enemy somewhere over here. But we didn't attack. I think they're down there. Yep, okay. So let's go camp. Okay, well, save it right here just in case sheep happens to pop up. Well, she shouldn't. I don't think. I think we rested last time. Oh, here it is. So let's, can we? No, I can't. Reach out for your thoughts. Let's see if we can try and keep her here this time. Now reload the last. Oh. So I can do it right now before I talk to her. Let's get all of our stuff back from her. Little Steven little thing. Yeah, it's the saber I wanted to keep. And this. Just take everything. Just in case. Okay. Cool. Now, let's talk to her. She's pretty beefy, though. She has some beefy arms.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
I have questions for you. I saw a hollowborn at the birthing bell. Last time I took her, I tried to steady her. Your soul is strong. You were meant for more than this. She jerks slightly before you, then her head tilts, and the steady breathing breaks, and she gives a raking cry.
I thought it was my doing.
Oh, we can keep her.
Thought that I had stilled it with my
Nice.
thoughts.
So apparently there's two options there.
It was just a child. What was done with it?
You helped give birth to a hollowborn, yet you made the mother think otherwise. Her breathing is steady again, but there is a life in it where there was not one before, and her emotions are building in her. Apprehension, confusion, welling up. She seems afraid to do more than simply be aware of the memory is there.
It was not the last hollowborn on the birthing bell, and never again did I hear a child's cry.
You have found death within me, one that many women have borne within them. I sought to serve women in need, and instead my hands ushered no new life. What happened next, I bear the responsibility for. What happened next?
The first birth was the deepest, the saddest. Nothing I could do could find the child's spirit, guide it to him.
You feel a strange absence between you, as if your thoughts are being shared across a great distance. The thought bleeds out for a moment, then returns, sharp, near, personal. I could not understand what had happened, what I might have done. I feared I could not dwell on the thought. The child was always there, always a reminder of what I had did, a marker. I made her care for it. I made them all care for it, until I could find what I had gone wrong. You made her care for it, but the Hollowborn, it wasn't your doing it. It happened elsewhere. You made her care for it?
It was worse. I made her think it was whole, and then more births came to the bell, all as before, and many were the minds I had to change. A circle of...
A circle of empty children with parents' eyes burning bright. I'll finish your sentence for you, don't worry. But the Hollowborn, it wasn't your doing, it happened elsewhere.
Little word of the outside world reached us. It was enough time for rage and pain and grief to guide hands. I feared what would happen to the children, what would happen to me. Every mother knows her womb may shed a stillborn, but these cold, soulless creatures, the parents wouldn't have understood, and fear of the unknown breeds violence.
What happened then?
I held their minds within mine. I shaped and guided them as long as I could. And with each passing day, each new birth, the strain grew. And the more I felt my control slipping, the more I focused my thoughts. Eventually, even I succumbed to the power of my own illusion. I'd woven the threads so tightly that I could no longer see through them.
And then one morning I heard funeral bells tolling in the village. The sounds of wailing rose through the mists. A mother had died, her mind so focused on the care of her Hollowborn child that she neglected even to feed herself. And with that, the illusion broke. The townsfolk saw their Hollowborn the way they were, not the way I'd wished them to see. By the end of the day, they began to look at me differently, too. I did not understand what had happened, but I knew enough to flee, and every suspicion that surfaced, every faded memory of what I'd done, I pressed it down, tucked it away. My skill failed me, but I did what was necessary. I regret the mother's death, but how much worse would it have been if I had not acted? I understand you had to defend yourself. Protecting innocent lives is worth any price. You inflicted your will on the townspeople. That was wrong. There were other ways. You could have sought outside aid for the children, or fled if you'd feared for yourself. I don't know. Protecting innocent lives is worth any price.
Yes. And yet, was the mother not also innocent? Did she not also deserve my protection? I feel the purity of my reasons, and yet little satisfaction for what I've done.
Well, it's her own fault for not feeding herself. First rule of an airplane, you put the oxygen mask on yourself, and then you put it on the person next to you. The right thing is not always easy, and yet if you can redeem the lost children of the Deerwood, our struggle will be worth it. To rule another like that, even for mercy, is wrong. We must accept that there are some things we cannot control. I don't want to travel with you no more. The right thing is not always easy, and yet if we can redeem the lost children of the Deerwood, our struggle will be worth it. The grieving mother mind is silent and still for several moments. She lets your words wash over her, seeping into the cracks in her own thoughts.
My actions only caused more misery. Worse, I took from an entire village, made them as empty and helpless as the children I sought to protect. But you feel it was right to hold and direct their minds, even knowing the cost?
A fresh and innocent life is valuable above all things. Yes, it was worth it. We didn't know the cost then. We must often plot our course with imperfect knowledge. Mercy gave the children a chance, and it brought their families joy. Mercy gave the children a chance, and it brought their families joy, if only for a while.
A melody, brief yet sweet, A fragile thing to cherish while it lasts. A short turn of the wheel, but a turn all the same. Your words have soothed my mind in ways I did not expect. I thank you, Watcher, for the gift of your sight, for using it to guide me out of the prison of my mind. Let us hope it can also free you from the illusions Theos has woven around you.
All right. Well, it's kind of... I wouldn't have minded if we went the other route, but she just didn't give me back her stuff. If it would have given me back her stuff, I would have been fine with it. But we can give her back her stuff now, since she's still here to stay. Her boots, her ring, her other ring, clothes, hat. Still wish she kept the hair, but that's okay. And that was everything. Yep, okay, she's back. And we have more swords for him. So this says 3-day bar bypass, and this one has 20% attack speed. It's the only difference between the two. Yeah. Wait, I thought it was on fire. Or is that because I still had something active? Because it was used to be like, didn't it glow orange at one point? Or did I switch out the wrong weapon? No. I have the right one on. Okay. Well. Now that we're rested, save it there. Because she's done, but now we have to go back and finish off his. The druid, which was back over here. No, it was back over here. Put them in the right order. There we go. Okay.
I am Heravius, child of...
Heravius, that's how you pronounce it. Heravius. Heravius, do you know this man? Yes, he smells just like me. I mean, not as musky and virile, but he has that smell of Stelgar, sweat, and rotting leaves. Either he's breathing my urine, or he's got the same gift as me. Estermore, look closer and you'll see. I have awoken to his past while he remains ignorant. The two of you share the same past, though you carry distant souls. What do you want with Heravius? Same as he wants from me, no doubt. Completion. Is this what you want? We'll do the same one we did last. We'll do the whale one we did last time. We're gonna fight him anyway, no doubt about it. Okay.
Hey.
That's right, we just stood our ground before. And,
Yeah?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
we're gonna get close for that, though.
Yes?
Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
Need something?
Mine feels
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Need something?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Those are keep shooting.
How may I help?
What?
Beyond seek.
How may I help?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Hey.
Yes?
Lava.
Yeah.
Okay. Examine his corpse. How do you feel?
Excellent! I endured Galawain's trial and vanquished my equal. The only thing I regret now are the years I wasted viewing this whole thing as a curse. The ostracism was, no doubt, just another way of Galawain forcing me to be stronger.
Are we done here?
Almost. We thank thee, Galawain, for guiding our hunt. For today we grow strong off the flesh of the weaker. I think we're done here. Before the vultures
Yeah,
get
he
to
takes
him,
his tongue here.
figured I should take a
Perfect.
reminder.
Okay. We got all the same stuff back. This is the minor ring. We'll put on the major, or the regular ring. Okay. Here we are. Now we're back, and we have our, we kept our cipher this time. Let's, we're out of supplies. Oh, we got, that's right, I leveled up, didn't I? Maybe we'll have deep faith. And endurance leveled up too. You know this, and then yeah. Bonus first, second level, third. Everyone receives less healing from the priest's holy radiance, but the priest gains a bonus to all attributes and movement. The faithful Maroon gain accuracy bonus with the sword and arrow and can cast a spell version of burst of. Okay, so I get accuracy bonus with the sword, and I can cast burst of summer flame. Interdiction condemns the priest's foes, dazing any enemies in the area of effect. This is passive. Grants lesser bursts of summer flame. We'll do this one. Just because I want to make him kind of a battle cleric type deal. Oh, here it is. Lesser burst of... See, Durance is still doing burn stuff. He likes his burn. Now he's just doing it with a sword and shield instead of his staff. Okay. Yeah, now we can go back. Alright, so now we are done with all of the companion missions, at least from the original game, none of the DLC companions. We still have to do this, the Siege and the Master Below, and then the main quest. That'll be the last things we have to do for the main game. But I think I have an idea. But first we need to go back here. Because what I'm gonna try doing is because when we prayed to Bareth, he actually gave us a quest. Oh yeah, we got that one to get too. We have to find those 2 people. So I'm thinking that if we go and pray to that Raymond, God, I can't remember how to pronounce his name. It starts with an R. Raymond. Let's call him the god Raymond. We pray to Raymond, and I think he might send us up to the ice temple that we were at earlier. Maybe you'll have to do a quest. So we're just gonna try that. Because I've went everywhere and talked to everyone that I can think of. At least I can see. And nothing came up for them for that place. So we're gonna try that. Let's,
Hail, traveler.
Hail. Well, what do you have for sale? Yep, a bunch of stuff. I just want some of this.
Hail, and well met.
I guess I didn't have to end that page, did I? There we go. Under the post. Still not smart enough.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oops. What am I doing? Excuse us, pardon us. So that was the Bareth one. And then this should be... Let's all get together in case these creatures pop out. Okay. Pray to Raymond Grand. Oh, he was ice and stuff, but what was his... This is the one I picked for Halia, and it was apparently wrong because we had to fight people. Like, I'm gonna go here. The words seem to fade once voiced. The ground trembles beneath your feet. Ooh.
Yes?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, and rock!
Yeah.
Okay. They're immune to that?
What?
Hey.
Yeah? Arthur Worthen!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's burn this away!
Let's go! Let's go!
That didn't work!
Okay. So bolts don't even work on them then, apparently. Here we go. I'm gonna pray. You see a procession of elves in the distance, periodically fading into the emerging from the witness. They trudge over snow banks, their heads down against the driving winds. As they trek past you, one man bundled in furs turns his head. You headed for Noonfrost and the Frosthaven Breach too? Before you can answer, he's lumbered ahead. You follow the caravan and in a couple of minutes you come to a wall of ice. It disappears into the pale emptiness overhead and stretches as far as you can see in either direction. The elves atop in front of a mirror, smooth section that's framed like a temple door. It seems somehow thinner than the rest of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side, but a debilitating cold emanates from within. The elves pull pickaxe and shovels from their sealskin packs and begin hacking at the smooth ice, their implements flying through the air in swift, shining arcs. Though they throw their bodies into their labor, not one of them as much scratches the polished ice, yet with each blow, something bellows in the distance. It crawls out to the elves. Hey, you might want to hold off on that, but the howling winds seems to swallow up his voice. The elves hack away, seemingly oblivious to the furious wooing and to the tremors under their feet. The snow has risen to your knees. Your legs feel frozen in the drifts. Try to get the elves' attention. You grab the nearest elf by her shoulders, shaking her and yelling over the howling winds. You point in the direction of the booming noise, but she only scowls. Leave us, traveler. We've got to get through. We can't stay on this side any longer. But you haven't chipped any ice? You're angering something very big. You'd better stop. Listen, you're angering something very big. You better stop. The elf strains to listen. As she rests her pick in the mounting snow, some of her fellows pause in their labors. A man with a withered, frostbitten finger turns. He raises his main hand, and the others stop as well. They stand motionless in several seconds before you realize they've frozen entirely. You touch the elf nearest to you, and he crumbles into a mound of snow. A final gale blows past, scattering the remains of the elves in a chaotic flurry. You notice a single spiderweb crack in the smooth barrier. It's the only thing that mars this perfect surface of the ice. Whatever's on the other side of the strange doorway, you feel it tugging at you. Only when you look back and see the parallel gashes trailing behind your legs in the snow do you realize how strong its pull is.
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Remergond.
Plug the hole with your finger. Plug the hole with a handful of snow. You fill your hand with snow and shove it into the crack. It hardens instantly and a hoary rime grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing it with the rest of the wall. When you take your hand away, a perfect crystal of ice remains in your palm. As you examine the crystal, the vision around you fades, but the unmelting shard of ice remains in your hand. Glowing ice shard. Okay. Into the white void. Rimmergrand showed me a vision of a gate, the forest wind breach, at the pale elves trying to open it. In the vision, the elves crumbled into snow, and I sealed the gate with a ice crystal that I still had when the dream ended. I found Noonfrost, Rimmergard's temple in Old Song. The frosty breach must be here. When I find it, I can use the shard from the vision to close it according to Rimmergrand's wishes. See? Okay. I was right about that.
Right.
So we still have 2 more quests in the main, side quests in the main game to do yet, before we head up to White March and start doing that. So let's make our way down here real quick. In Old Song. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna go up here. Excuse me, bear. Stealing.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna save it for the night. It's getting late and I gotta get off. But thanks for sticking around and watching. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night at regular time. All right. Bye.